Hello, this is Paul, and this is the second part of our third unit, and I'd like to do a little bit of review just to reiterate what we talked about last, and that is the effect of soft brackets being able to group what we want to take place first, and then having other multiplier or anything we want in there. It don't have to be a multiplier, it could be a division, or another, we could have two equations joined together with a plus sign and have things handled separately and then joined together for an ultimate result. There's a lot of playing around with this that we can do. Now also realize on these two equations it doesn't matter what the order is as long as the brackets are set to keep that grouping together. Okay? Now we're also going to realize that without brackets, changing things around like we did before will bring up a different answer, and that is where we find our most mistakes. We forgot about giving priority to the order of things to happen. The use of brackets will organize that. Okay? An equation is entered two ways. Now we are talking about what is an equation. Let's talk about what is an equation. An equation is a formula. An equation is how we add or subtract or how we handle numbers. This is an equation. Okay? Now they are entered a couple ways. Okay? First of all, we need to choose where that equation is to go to. For example, in our demonstration here, we are using the location of A1. And notice in the format bar that on the extreme right, that window has A1 in it. So, to activate an equation, there are two things that we can do. First of all, we can click on the equal sign on that format bar. When we do that, it will put in an equal sign and you're ready to put in your formula. Okay? Now, there is another way. You can just go to the keyboard and press the equal sign on there. And that will activate the same way. No difference. Okay, after entering this equal sign, you can enter any equation you want it to be. I happen to enter 2 plus 3 times 4. Now, as we talked about this before, what will happen is that the multiplier will take place first, and that will be 12, and then add 2 would be 14. So when we press the enter key, take notice that the 14 is displayed. Now, one thing we can realize when we go back and look at it, the equation is intact in the format bar. And in the sector where we put that equation, it only shows the answer. When we change the numbers up in this format bar, the answer will change. Okay? Now, if we add the brackets in there, or the parentheses, then we will know that that takes place. So 3 plus 2 is 5 times 4, and the answer is now 20. But take special notice that the equation stays intact. Only the display is changed to realize the answer. With that, if you want to go over this, be sure to hit replay and then come back and we'll proceed from there. Thank you. This is Paul Jones.